What's up, guys? Welcome to Fan Week. Hope everyone's doing good today. Let me make sure everything is going well. How is everyone doing today? We're playing some makeshift munitions, like Rakdos Munitions, basically, in Standard. And this deck is super fun. It was sent to us. I can't remember his name now. Wilfred. What is your last name? Wilfred Rivera on the Facebook group here. Really excited to play this one today. What's up, Wilfred? Yeah, your deck is on stream. It's awesome. I'm excited. Sorry, I forgot your name for there for a second. Oh, man. Let's go. The deck list is in the description, but let's go through it really quickly. So we have 4 Dread Wanderer here, 2 Fatal Push, 2 Belmat Courier, and then 1 Abrade, 2 Earthshaker Kenra. See, it's 3 Carry Zev, 1 Lightning Strike, 2 Makeshift Munitions, 3 Wrangle, 4 Scrappy Scrounger, or no, 3 Scrappy Scroungers, sorry, 2 Service Schematic, 3 Captain Lannery Storm, 3 Hazard's Favor, 2 PNLR, 3 Carry Zev's Expertise, 2 Hazard, and 1 Cut 2 Ribbons. Yeah, so the basic game one of this is to get out some creatures that you can actually, like, make sure that if they die, they come back, like with the Dread Wanderer and Scrappy Scrounger. Take control of your opponent's creatures with Carries of Expertise, as well as Wrangle. Sack them with Makeshift Munitions, do some extra damage, and get in with good stuff like Carry Zev and Hazaret, as well as ending the game out with something like Cut 2 Ribbons. So, in the sideboard here, we have 4 Duress, 1 Abrade, 3 Lightning Strike, 1 Dispossess, 2 Doomfall, and 3 Flame Lash, and 1 by Force. Flame Lash, I'm kind of like not that big of a fan of it. I do like it in as the idea here, but I think probably you would have put something in here more like a Cathartic Reunion, maybe something like that for card draw, but I'm not really sure about that. I do like Abrade. Duress in here is great. I vented on Twitter a minute ago that I was testing this deck, and I turned 1 Duress on game 2 with a opponent who was playing Primal Amulet, and he scooped on me. And he was like, "That's not nice." And I was like, "Dude, you won game 1. I don't understand." So weird. But this is a fun deck. I really have a lot of fun playing with it today. Let's get right into the matches and see what we can do on stream. Let's see. Anthony, wow, with the glasses. Yeah, these are kind of new. I might go back to the other frames in the near future. Just trying these out for now to see how they feel. Just going to make that a little bit smaller. There we go. Make it a little bit smaller. Boop. Opening hand, let's see. 3 lands, Strike, Scrounger, Kenra, and Carries of Expertise. It's probably going to be a keep for me. We will be on the draw, though. James is especially happy for how my deck did yesterday on stream. Yeah, James, your deck was awesome. I really appreciated that one. It was a lot of fun. See what we're playing up against here. The first time I went into a match for this deck to test it, to be like, you know, what it would look like on stream. I went up against a Crested Sunmare deck and got the floor wiped with me. But I think that's just because, obviously, Crested Sunmare is kind of one of those decks that just locks down anything that tries to do exact points of damage. They play Mountain. We're going to play out, looks like, a Swamp here and try and represent a Fatal Push and then pass turn. They kind of look cool, Taryn. Thanks, MTG. Ooh, is it here? Let's go for a Dragon Skull Summit. And we can try for a Scrappy Scrounger first. Obviously, we drew into a Fatal Push, which is awesome. Let's see if this makes it. It does. Let's see if it makes it to the next turn. How can I submit a deck to play? Lucas, you can always go to our Facebook group there, or you can tweet at me on Twitter at SuperHinoTama, which is right above me, or even my Gmail, which is the same username at Gmail. Got an opt there for our opponent. Dragon Skull Summit is coming in as well. All right. Very interesting. Gonna hit 6 for our opponent. Let's get out a Mountain here. We could go for a Earthshaker Kenra, but I think being safe and going with a Servo Schematic is pretty good. And then just attacking out for 3. What's up, T-Tuck? No problem, Lucas. And again, I try to be very active in the comments if you guys are new here. Getting in for 3. So if I make a mistake on the stream, just let me know. We have a punt counter for a reason. Harness Lightning going to Scrappy Scrounger. That's to be expected. No problem. Scrappy Scrounger can always come back, so that's a wasted removal spell for them. Again, we won't be playing on Earthshaker Kinra or Carries of Expertise until we have creatures to have targets for them. So, let's see. Primal Amulet here. Let's go for another Dragon Skull Summit here. We could go with a Lightning Strike. Let's just get in for one and strike to the face, because I'm assuming this deck is going to be built on a low creature curve and high end spells. What's this music from? I Love Zelda. This is the Twitch FM playlist on Spotify. So, I actually looked it up if you guys are interested. Twitch has like a bunch of playlists on Spotify of like music that they've actually cleared to be able to be played on streams, which is really fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 5 right now for Earthshaker Kinra. Hazard's Favor is pretty fun here in the game 1. Game 1 here, Hazard's Favor is fun, but in game 2, I normally take Hazard's Favor out. Let's get in here for 3 if we can. Obviously, the server is going to be sacked. They may have a response to this. Getting in for 3. Looks like they don't. Okay, no problem. And of course, the servo does get sacked. They're going to go for Hieroglyphic Illumination there. Draw 2 cards. What's up, Josh? How did yesterday's stream go? Josh, we went undefeated the entire stream. Also, what happened to my Pia's Revolution deck? Whinge. Josh, I think I'll be running that tomorrow. So, just, you know, keep it patient. Be patient, man. I found this deck, and I was like, we'll run this one today. But yeah, I think that one is one, and I also have ideas for the Friday deck as well from the list that's already been submitted. Lantern Storm here is fun. Again, we don't have to use the Hazard's Favor if we don't want to. So let's go Lantern Storm here. Lucky Josh. We could go for Earthshaker Kinra and then use Hazard's Favor on Earthshaker Kinra. Obviously, because when we create a treasure with Lantern Storm, they actually we actually have 6 mana, so. When in doubt, chunt them out. A Braid going to Lantern Storm here. Oh, that's not fair. Again, against the Primal Amulet decks here, really have a hard time getting through damage. We're going to say no to this for now. Terran is like one of those cool gamers that they have this, alright, I got this face, and then they go undefeated. Well, we did that yesterday. I don't know about today, though. We'll see what happens. Again, the Primal Amulet deck here is really good at holding back damage. They're at 11 right now, but yeah, they're going to be casting lots of things to lock down my strategy. Sweltering Suns on one creature is actually okay for us because it can, it does mean that, you know, they're using it for just one creature, not for multiples. We have Scrappy Scrounger in the graveyard here, so we can continue to bring that back out. So that's why I'm pretty happy about this. What's up, Manicor? Gonna say yes here, get in for 5 if we can. Again, 3 cards in our opponent's hand. We're really just kind of waiting our opponent out to get rid of cards from their hand. Hieroglyphic Illumination, though, is going to help them quite a bit. Primal Wellspring, though, does make it to where they can't cast cards for cheap, though. Anyone else have weird issues with scaling in Windows 10? Specifically, YouTube doesn't use the full width of the page and the video is tiny. Only happened since I switched to Windows 10. It's probably... I don't know. I had weird issues whenever... like, my screen I'm playing the game on is a 2K monitor. And whenever I try to take, like, screenshots and stuff, it always, like, blows up really big to 2K. Because I had it downscaled to 1080. So, I always had weird stuff with scaling issues on my displays. But that's about it. Scrap Heap does die here. Opponent being real annoying. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, 4 cards in hand, so they can start burning me out. Torrential Gearhulk, perhaps? Star of Extinction. Okay. Alright, well, that's something that happened. We just got Star of Extinction for twice. What? Okay. Wow. Well, we drew a mana, so that's nice. I guess we'll just pass turn now. I'm gonna hit 6 again. Wow, opponent shut down the Earthshaker counter strategy there. They also have the Scavenger Grounds here they just played, so they can actually get rid of our graveyard entirely. If they decide to do that, we will definitely Scrap Heap Scrounger the Earthshaker counter to get the Scrounger back. Wow, that was just sad. Are they going to do it again? Is that what's about to happen? Oh my gosh, opponent. You are! Okay. Alright. Okay. This is just stupid now. We're going to go for Hostile Desert here. That does give us an edge in the strategy. We should have, in response, brought back Scrap Heap Scrounger, but did not. But them having a Scavenger Grounds means Hostile Desert is basically gone too. Wow. Okay. I think they've got this one, even though we're at 20 life at the moment. I've never been Star of Extinction in the entirety of Standard, and I just did, like, with a Primal Wellspring twice, turn over turn. What is happening? Are you about to do it a second time? If you are, I'm going to cry. No, you're just going to Scavenger Grounds. Okay. Must be a Saffron Olive deck. Cannot be anything else. Maybe. You never know. Welcome to the jungle, baby. We have a courier here. Let's get that out. Again, Karizev, Wrangle, and Fatal Push are all basically dead cards in game 1. We're going to say no. But if our opponent kills that, then really don't have anything else to do. This is the most annoying deck I've ever played. Not even blue-white trick Evan is as annoying. Oh, have you played this deck before? Oh my gosh, drawing 4 cards here. Is this Storm in Standard? What is happening? This deck has got all of the stuff right now because they got into good mana. We do know to grab Wrangle and Karizev and Fatal Push out, bring in the Duresses and the Doomfalls. So, yeah, they're going to be drawing 4 cards here. We're going to say no to Hazard's Favor. Get in for 1. And if they have a burn spell for the courier, we might just use it. Use the ability to refill our hand. Basically, Terran just much slower. Just waiting for Torment of Hellfire. That's pretty accurate. I want your opponent's Decklist now. Well, we've pretty much. I feel like we figured it out. Basically, we'll see what happens though. Aether Hub coming in here. I'm assuming Torment of Hellfire is going to be coming into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can torment me for 7, which is twice for 14, so that's death if they have it. Opponent be like, instep, draw my whole library. Hour Devastation? Okay. Yeah, we're going to do the courier here. Got into Hazoret, so that's actually quite good for us. Opponent's going to pass here. 5 cards in hand. Let's see either of them have... Actually, we don't have a mana for the Hazoret here. Let's go for a Scrap Heap Scrounger. Okay, weird fix that problem. When the taskbar is set to auto-hide, Chrome rescales YouTube and looks normal. Weird. Xmas Gift. Magic, no, I've actually had these for quite a while. I just kind of forgot about them. Not 2 hours of devastations. I mean, it didn't really matter. Supreme Will here. Okay. Again, opponent's really just digging for a Torment of Hellfire. If we get into another land this coming turn, we can play out Hazoret and start swinging. They are at 10, so... However, they did just play a Supreme Will, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that they would just counter the Hazoret. Another Primal Amulet coming in. Secret glasses. Alright, Canyon Slough coming in here. We're going to play that tapped. Let's see. And pass turn. We really have nothing else to do. Except wait for our demise. Now, you can sack a Servo and a Hazoret's Favor for a Torment of Hellfire, but it really won't matter. They're going to Supreme Will, which is on the stack, which gives them a counter. This deck is insane. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. Really digging for that Torment. Next turn, we will definitely have a better chance at winning, thanks to our sideboard strategy. But this game 1 has just been insane. What's up, DJ? Okay, Supreme Will. Get to grab 2 cards from that. Once he flips the other amulet, he can cast 3x the spells. Yep, that's true. Okay. Opponent is just going off like crazy. 3 here. Maybe Doomfall? Nope, another Supreme Will. Wow. Does Hazoret's Favor sacrifice or does it destroy? It sacrifices. Yeah. Love that you were using Hazoret's Favor. This has been a pet card of mine. Nice. Alright, opponent's turn. 4 cards in hand. This deck does have a very Saffron Olive feel. It might be him. It might be Saffron Olive. No, I'm just kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the mana. So, I mean, if they don't have it this turn, we will be able to get in for Hazoret for 5. But I do feel like it won't matter. Yeah, there it is. We're going to hold up the concede as soon as he casts it. And should be it right there, right? Yeah. Alright, let's just concede. Go to sideboard here. Bring in Duress. Bring in Doomfall. Bring in Dispossess. Because that can actually shut down a Primal Amulet strategy. Bring out Carry Zev. Bring out Wrangle. I want to say bring out the Favor. And board in. Got a Braid. And another Strike. I think that's going to be the thing. Kieran, just spent way too long having to explain my thoughts on The Last Jedi to my friend. Oh, man. I will say next week will be the time I'll probably start talking about Last Jedi. As far as spoilers and everything like that. Play first? Yes. Alright, let's see here. Opening hand has a Dispossess. Oh, we didn't take out Fatal Push. That was a card we should have took out. You're right, never gonna. There was 2 pushes in there that we should have took out. This will be a keep. Yeah, let's hope that this new one here is going to be much different. Let's go for a Swamp play, then go for a Courier. We could go for a Desert of the Fervent, but it really didn't matter to us there. Okay. Why is Flamelash 2 tickets on MTGO? I'm assuming because the lack of supply, because those were in Planeswalker decks, I believe. So, lack of supply is normally the reason that some of those cards like that are more expensive. We do have a Duress here. Let's go for a Dragon Skull Summit. Let's go for a Duress. Confiscation Coup. Harness Lightning. Glimmer. I feel like taking the Glimmer is the better move here. Because it does slow them down overall. Harness Lightning does mean that the Courier will be dying next turn. Should have played out the Desert of the Fervent that turn, actually. For the Dispossess on turn 3. Yeah, I think we want to take the Glimmer of Genius here. get into attacks here and swing for 1. They do have Warlord Virtuoso in this new board, so that does mean something. Let's see what they're going to play out this turn. Another mountain, maybe? The island there, okay. Alright, opponent's just passing turn here. We have a lightning strike. Let's get out the Desert and the Fervent. Again, we're behind a turn thanks to me playing out the Dragon Skull Summit there. Should have played out the Desert of the Fervent for the Dispossess trigger. We could go for a lightning strike, but we want to save that for a Warlord Virtuoso. Let's just get in for 1 here. Harness Lightning is going to kill the Courier. No problem. I'm going to hold up a lightning strike for the Whirler. Let's see. BB-8 is the Last Jedi. Got into a Aether Hub there. Let's see. Whirler coming in here. Let's go for a strike kill on the Whirler before the 3 energy enters. They do have the ability to make a Thopter and get 3 more energy. Alright, let's go for a Canyon Slough. I feel like we're playing a different deck completely right now. Like, they have a transformative sideboard. So if I play Dispossess and do not get into a Primal Amulet, I'm going to feel real bad. But we're going to do it. All right, what's your deck list like? We got the deck list right here in front of us, Anthony. So if you want to look at it. 2 Cut to Ribbons, a Battle at the Bridge, 3 Abrade, 4 Primal Amulets, Confiscation Coup, 2 lands and a Glimmer in their hand. Glimmer on the field. Metallurgic Summonings is also in the deck. 3 Hour Devastations, 2 Heroic Illuminations, 2 Harness Lightnings, another Glimmer, 4 Opts, 2 Supreme Will. Not much as far as countering magic, which is good for us. Whirler is the only creature in the entire deck. They didn't. They boarded into they boarded into basic the kind of a Grixis energy strategy, but yeah, but without the primal amulets though, they'll be hard pressed on getting anything else going. Cut to Ribbons is something, but they are significantly slowed down now. They do have lots of kill spells, so they have a way to slow me down for sure. So we'll just have to see what happens. Opponent getting in for 1 here. And they have, yeah. Somebody say Karn? I think getting out Canyon Slough is pretty fair here. We could go for a cycle, but let's just get out the Slough and get out a PNLR. Now, Confiscation Coup could be used here against us, so we want to make sure that that doesn't happen. So let's just see what we can do. We have Fatal Push in hand, and we're going to pass. Alara? Karn is awesome. I wish I owned the Planeswalker. Have 6 of the Silver Golem, though. Nice. Glimmer of Genius for our opponent at the end step. So they're probably going to go for a Confiscation Coup of PNLR this next turn. Okay. Because they do get 4 energy with the that Drowned Catacombs comes in here. So they do have enough for a PNLR still. Oh, they're just going to cut Pia. Okay. That's fair. If they get into another Whirler, we can actually Fatal Push this turn. Doesn't look like it, though. Nice. Again, we have another PNLR here. Let's get that out. I think that's pretty fair to use. Going to get in here for 1. Assuming our opponent's going to block. Yep. Opponent does have, again, Confiscation Coup, and they already used their Glimmer, so Aether Hub coming in here. So they could steal Pia, but I feel like they want to steal something a little bit more exciting. Let's see them, what they play here. Oh, they're actually going to steal Pia. Okay. Interesting. Passing here. Captain Lannery Storm coming in here. Coming in hot. We're going to pass turn here. The reason we're going to pass here is because we don't want to just trade. We do want to get some value in. We might just get a kill for a Lannery Storm for doing that, though. If that is the case, we can kill PNLR. No problem. You guys talking about Dominaria right now? Nice. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for an Abrade kill here. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. We're going to allow the 2 here to see if they have a main phase 2 play. If they do not, we'll Fatal Push at the end step. No, we didn't get to Fatal Push. I hit okay. Oh no, that's a punt. I felt like myself was about to do, like I was about to do that, and then I did it, and I was like, why? Why did I do that? All right, let's just have the Scrap Heap Scrounger and just get in for 1 here. Josh, you're absolutely right. I could have done that. I'm not sure why I didn't. Well, actually, oh yeah, because it does trigger Revolt. You're right, Josh. Yeah, opponent boarded out Torment of Hellfire into Cut to Ribbons instead. Yes, that was a giant misplay for me on my part, Josh. Could have got in with a Lannery Storm, sacked that treasure, pumped Lannery Storm, and killed PNLR with the Revolt trigger on the treasure. So, our creature would have still died. But at least then we would have had a kill on PNLR that turn with them tapped out. Let's see here. What is this? Ribbons for 6, okay. Let's go with a Duress here. 2 lands in hand, okay. Opponent has us down to 9 thanks to Ribbons. We're going to get in for 3 here. And just hold the Thopter up for a block. Alright, let's see what happens. So 3 cards in hand. 2 of them lands. Going to block. 1 might be a Supreme Will here. Let's see. Sweltering Sun's Cycle, okay. Let's kill the PNLR here with Fatal Push. Thought your lives matter. They do. They matter as far as being blockers for us. Got into a Drowned Catacombs there. Past Dread Wanderer. Let's get that out. And just get in for 3 here. I feel like we might have it this game, actually, because our opponent doesn't have an answer after that Primal Amulet Dispossess. What up, Elijah? Playing up against a Grixis Amulet deck. Opponent passes here. Let's go for an Earthshaker Kinra. Might die, but we'll see what happens. Sure, why not? Josh, so I'm literally the only person in my office today thinking I might just take the afternoon off. Yeah, are you? So are you like on call or whatever? See if our opponent has anything to shoot something. Yep, there's an Abrade. Getting in for 4 here. We'll use Scrap Heap Scrounger on their end step. MTGO equals money. I started playing MTGO about 3 months ago, and I've spent over $300. Anthony, it's a fun game though, right? We're going to go for a Scrap Heap Scrounger here. And get rid of a PNLR. Drawing into a Mountain is actually not terrible, because that means that our Earthshaker Kinra has the ability to come back as a 4/4. Getting in now for 7, which is game. Let's go into game 3. Whew. Forgot to update our listings there. We're in game 3. Now, the office is technically open today, but no one bothered to come in. Life is private. It is unique. Gotcha. I feel like taking out the Fatal Pushes is actually probably a good idea for us and putting in some strikes instead. Let's do that. I think we're good now, actually. Let's just submit. What do we got in our opening hand? Dispossess. Nope. We have Doomfall, Duress, Dread Wanderer, and 4 lands. This is actually not terrible because of the Canyon Slough, but we're going to keep this, and we're on the draw. Or on the, yeah, on the draw. Island here. Let's go for a Swamp. Turn 1 Duress. Let's see what you got. Opt and Opt. With a Whirler Virtuoso. Let's grab an Opt here. And pass turn. Opponent also played their other Opt. Also, it's weird to me that this is a makeshift munitions deck and we haven't seen it once yet. Yeah, Josh, it's a there's only 2 in the deck, so that's really like a sub-theme of the deck. I would say this deck is otherwise just a pretty decent Rakdos aggro deck with lots of reanimation stuff. We're going to get a Dragon's Skull Summit here and go for a Karizev Skyship Raider. Yeah, I would say it's the secondary win condition of the deck is to use Hazardous Favor and makeshift munitions. KSP stream! Wednesday hype! Whirler Virtuoso here. Do keep in mind that we have a Braid in hand for that, so we're just going to go into a Canyon Slough. A Braid. And just start attacking out. Now they can make a Thopter here, but our creature has Menace. Our token does not, so they could block that if they want to. But it would be a waste of a creature. Up to them, though. Choo-choo. All aboard the hype train. Got in for 3 there. Iconic Master's Booster to give away tonight. Nice! 4 cards in our opponent's hand. 4 mana on the battlefield. Maybe a Glimmer here? Nope, another Whirler. We have a Lightning Strike to deal with that one. Wow, they swung with the Thopter there. That's interesting. 2 strikes. Nice. Let's just get out a Dread Wanderer here. And then attack out. Having a child in February, I named him Ronald. Yes, from the Dark Tower series. That leaves me 0 money for Magic and maybe only do pre-releases. Wish me luck. Nice, T-Talk. I don't know if anyone knows just yet on the stream. I think a couple of people know on the stream, actually. But my fiance is also with child. We just found out the gender or the sex yesterday. We'll be announcing that publicly on New Year's. That's exciting for us, too. All about that parent life. It's going to be hard to explain my job to her, though. It's going to be rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. And congrats, T-Tuck, for sure. Confiscation queue on the Karizev. Thanks, guys. Ronald Wembley. Like Ronald Weasley? Getting in for 2 here. I'm a dad as well of 2, and it's amazing. Nice. Earthshaker Kinra and a strike here is what's going to be good for us. No kids for me, though. Never will. Aw. Thanks, Elliot. Name is Liliana. That's my way to go. Nice. For us, if it's a girl, it's Holly. If it's a boy, it's Charlie. So. Getting in for 2 here. Probably going to use Doomfall next turn. Kieran, we know the sex, but we're not going to tell anybody publicly until New Year's. So, Charlie Day. No, more like Charlie Poof. No, I'm just kidding. No, my grandfather was named Charles, so his proper name will probably be Charles. There's a munitions. See if they'll let that slide. They may have. Oh, they do. Okay. Getting in here for 4. They're probably going to double block. Charles Quall. The dude's going to be an investment banker for sure. Well, he was also, you know, my grandfather was actually a small business owner. He ran a lumber mill, or hammer handle mill, that I grew up on. So that was fun. Can name your kid Jace because according to WotC, everyone loves Jace. Oh! So they did have a supreme will there. They decided not to use it though. Congrats, guys! My wife and I are going to have our first child too. Nice. Scavenger grounds is kind of annoying here. Excuse me. We're going to go for a Doomfall here. Hour and Battle at the Bridge. Let's go with Battle at the Bridge here. Pass turn. Good old Chuckle Quall. Speaking of things WotC seems to think everyone loves, does anyone else find it kind of baffling that Morrow seems to think everyone loves flip cards? I mean, like, I feel like a lot of people who like flip cards, you know, like the flavor of them, but they're kind of hard for me, I guess, to like because they just, I don't know. A lot of the times flip cards can be really overpowered, like as Cancer right now in Standard. Karizev and Pia Nalar. Let's go with Pia Nalar because that might prompt an Hour of Devastation. I do like flip cards, but I think a lot of them, most of them, are overpowered, which can cause a bunch of problems. Supreme Will? Wow, okay. I thought that was worthy of getting rid of. Opt here. Opponent's kind of getting a handle on the situation now. Bring back Bushido. Samurai Werewolves, that'd be fun. Yeah, Morrow is Mark Rosewater, if anybody didn't know that. Hazoret here. So Hazoret would prompt a Hour Devastation. So we're going to play Karizev first. Fun fact, Dundee is the teenage pregnancy capital of Europe, so I'll let you guys know if any kids are on the way. Nice. Incidentally, I gave my my fiance a Dundee for Christmas. Although that's The Office related, so. Split cards more than flip cards. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, split cards are terrible. I don't know why people like those. They always look terrible in design. Jelly forgot we were watching a Magic game. That happens sometimes. You know, people will be talking. 5 cards in hand for our opponent. Lots of mana on the battlefield. A Braid here. Gonna go for a Munition. Ping for 1. Alright. Lightning Strike in hand. Yeah, let's just ping him. The Office is coming back. Unfortunately, with without most of the original cast. Is that true, Anthony? Is that real? Is that real? The Office is coming back the same way that Scrubs came back for a season. Yeah. Well, Scrubs got canceled and like completely, basically, and then like got renewed by a different network, which was crazy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like season 9 though had a lot of great characters from The Office, and I feel like you could redo The Office with like different actors. I think that's still doable because it is just a fun show to begin with, as long as Dwight is in it. I don't think he'll be in it anymore thanks to all this Soul Pancake stuff he's doing. They're remaking the IT crowd. That's actually not bad. I like the IT crowd. Primal Amulet finally from our opponent. We might play out Hazoret if it's the last point of damage for them. Do keep in mind they have 2 Supreme Will and they've already spent them and they're in their graveyard. P and LR here. Let's get that out. We can actually use 1 to ping our opponent for 1 point of damage with a makeshift munitions. They also will always be a classic. Remaking as an American show with 22 episode seasons. Oh, the IT crowd. Well, they had a pilot, didn't they, with the guy from Community. It seemed awful, honestly. Somewhere in the mailbox. Okay. Opponent has 5 cards in hand, so they have ways of coming back from this match. They do have lots of mana, so. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If they do a Star of Extinction, we'll actually be in trouble. But we just have to see what happens. I feel like Hour Devastation would be a warranted play here. Another Primal Amulet instead, okay. Making it cheaper. They could still do an hour this turn. There it is. Grixis Control, Crypt Command, Akulagon's Command, Snapcaster Mage. Yeah. Okay. Dread Wanderer. And the other Dread Wanderer. Now, we'll do this one, and then, since the Scrap Heap Scrounger's tapped, that does mean that we get that back. We are tapped out, though. We could have got an extra point of damage there, but missed it. Alright, opponent. Let's see, you have 3 cards in hand. You just played a Drowned Catacombs. Another Hour Devastation. Okay. Again, we're okay with that because they're burning their removal. I would rather them do Hour Devastations on Hazoret. Yeah, now they're going to Scavenger Grounds, which is fine. Alright. Let's go for a Hazoret here. Do you have a negate? Or not negate, but Essence Scatter. You do not. Alright, so if they have no way to deal with Hazoret next turn, we win. If they do deal with Hazoret next turn, we still win thanks to Lightning Strike. I wouldn't think they would have 2 Battle of the Bridges in their hand, or in their deck. A Braid going here for a Primal Amulet flip. So they have the possibility of winning next turn. We'll see what happens. Ah, so close. We're so close. 2 cards in hand. Nice, we got the GGs. Ah, so close. Cool. We won that. Let's go to match 2 here. That was a good match. Let's get in another round. Whew. That was a hard-fought match there. Okay. Opponent does go first in this new match. Opening hand has 0 mana. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, we did misplay a couple times in that game 3, but overall we did okay. Mulligan here for the hand. Dragon Skull Summit, Courier, Munitions, Scrounger, and PNLR. This is probably a keep for us with a push. Let's put that on top, actually. Again, we're on the draw, so we have a bit of a leeway against our opponent, and we have a lower curve. But this is going to be a tough match for us. Peter snap keep. What a nail biter. That was true, Elijah. Alright. Opponent has an island here. Minister of Inquiry, so this is probably a Godfrey's Gift strategy. Fatal Push. Play at a Dragon Skull Summit and pass. Push, we going to a Minister of Inquiries as soon as possible. You would have won already 2 punts. Strategic planning here. Maybe attacking for 1? Yeah. Dread Wanderer. Let's go for a courier here. And the reason is because we want to get some value for the courier as soon as possible. Because we have a we have mana we need to get into. Going back to my earlier comments, scrying is another example of why people love options. I agree. I think like increasing the scrying every time you mulligan would be awesome. I feel like they've been talking about that for a while though. Showing bottom low curve. Fatal push, yeah, that's true. Search for Escanta. Yeah, this is definitely the gift deck. Opponent again attacking in. So strange to see Minister of Inquiry is being used to attack. Desert, nice. Let's go for a Dread Wanderer here, and then we're just going to attack out for 1. Things that give your opponent options are classically bad. That's true. Down to 18 for our opponent. We do have enough mana to run everything in our hand except for PNLR. Would like to get up Makeshift Munitions the next turn if we can. Might run into a Supreme Will though. Give me Serum Visions and Standard then to go along with Glimmer and Opt. Because people love it when I dig and choose. That's true. They threw a Refurbish into the graveyard, so that means they either have a Refurbish in their hand. Yeah, now they're going to start throwing stuff. Glacier Fortress, Hostage Taker, and Champion. Good stuff. Excuse me. Plains here. Interesting. Esper Gift. Sacred Cat here. Again, excuse me. Land, please? Yes. Does come in tap, though. Let's go for a Makeshift Munitions. Let's go for just a 2-1 attack here. If they block with the Sacred Cat, it does feed their graveyard. But also means they don't have a... they can reanimate it later too. Yeah, it's fine. And again, Dread Wanderer for us can come back, so it's not that big of a deal. Josh, I remember when people were being very annoyed with my Divining Top / Miracles deck, even before it was a huge archetype. Oh, Divine Top. Divining Top, you mean, yeah. Played out an island. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. Still no Godfrey's Gift here. Minister of Inquiries might be used to tap this turn. Ascanta did flip. They got Angel of Invention, Glacial Fortress, and Scarab God. So they actually threw away a Scarab God from that. Ouch. This Godfrey's Gift strategy is just not working out for them this game. Alrighty. Push, push, and PNLR. Could go with a Wrangle, then a Makeshift Munitions, but the Minister really doesn't matter anymore to them. I feel like just getting out a Scrap Heap Scrounger here. Holding up a Fatal Push. And getting in for 1. Now the top is mana, just run Crystal Balls, which is surprisingly good, but the deck is no longer actually viable in Modern. Yeah, just fun. Okay. Ascanta pull here, going for a Godfrey's Gift strategy, perhaps. Yeah, Godfrey's Gift came into their hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They do have 6 mana, so this next turn, if they have a 7th mana, they can play it out outright, which is kind of hilarious. Come on. Alright, Godfarer's Gift coming in here. Game 2 will definitely be boarding in a Braid. Angel of Invention will be the first. Hijack is in standard? Yes. And I can't Fatal Push Angel of Invention here, right? That's correct. Getting in here for 2, 3, and 6. I can push it? Okay. I cannot push it. Yeah, if it's a copy of that card, that's what I'm assuming. I can't push it. Yeah. We can kill the Minister, though. Alright. Let's see. Lannery Storm. Let's go all out of here and attacks. Gonna get 4 cards underneath the Bomat Courier. Be able to sack the treasury here for a Courier play. Assuming they'll want to block the Courier. Or not block anything. Interesting. Eternal Session Bomb screw everything up because they have with no mana cost line, which confuses everyone when Godfarer's Gift. Yeah, since Godfarer's Gift doesn't include that line. Exactly, Josh. Yeah, that's why it's kind of annoying. Just saw an expired scroll yesterday. Has anyone heard from Mara since then? 3 cards in opponent's hand. I feel like they win here because of the Godfarer's Gift strategy here. We'll find out. Gonna give them probably this turn. I do feel that they will win though. Scarab God? Hostage Taker. Let's kill the Hostage Taker here. Opponent getting in for 6, I would assume. Down to 6. Kirizev's expertise can help us this turn. We'll see what happens. For just 1 draft week, you can prevent Mario abuse in your local area. Oh, man. Another Godfarer's Gift, perhaps? 8 mana, or 6 mana, okay. I'll bring you back a Champion of Wits, okay. Now we can actually wrangle Champion of Wits there. Actually, we can't now, thanks to Angel of Invention. Mountain. Could go for a PNLR here, because it does make a Thopter for us. Then once we make this, we can go for an attack. Whoop! Cobalt, what are you doing? My cat decided to join us here. How you doing? He's like, I want to be part of the stream today. We're going to swing out with everybody. Actually, we're just going to swing out with the Courier. put him down. Let's see, blocking here. Yep. Do get 5 new cards from that. Nothing very good. Let's concede here and go to game 2 here. Really nothing we could do. Let the cat fly. Let them fight. Let's go for a Hazard's Favor coming out. I think Duress should be coming in here. A Braid. Let me hit. Get rid of mana here. Push can come out. I think that's a fair card to remove. Doomfall coming in, I think will be fine too. Maybe get rid of 1 Wrangle and 1 Carry Zev. Well, actually, Carry Zev would keep that. It's fine. Yeah, Dispossess could come in here as well. Take out a Cut, put in Dispossess. Servo Schematic. Doomfall does exile. What are you talking about? Okay. Good to go. Wrangle's pretty weak here. They do make 4/4s, so you can wrangle them as long as the Angel of Invention is on the battlefield. Play first? Yes. 2 mana. Earthshaker, Wanderer, Carry Zev, a Braid, and Captain Lannery Storm. I think this is going to be a keep for us. If you want L-Strike to try to burn him down fast, like Sonic. Yeah. Lightning Strike. Let's go for a... I don't matter, actually. Dragon Skull's fine. For every punt, you should take a shot at tequila. I might do that, like, during Mardi Gras. That'd be fun. Island here. I don't watch your stream if you do that, Elliot. Mountain. Let's go for a... Servo Schematic, I feel like. Now let's go for a Dread Wanderer. Pass turn. I did enough drinking around Christmas. I'm taking a break until tonight. Glacier Fortress and an island. Search for Azcanta coming in. Chart a course instead. Okay, that's fair. Shot per punt. No, I'm going to actually to a New Year's party. Dread Wanderer coming in again. I think that's fair. Let's get in for 2. Godpharaoh's Gift was sent to the graveyard, so we do want to be wary of the turn 4 refurbish. Drunken Magic is my favorite. Nice. 8 cards in our opponent's hand. Drowned Catacombs coming in. Had some real toasty ticklers watching because I was playing KPS stream the day before Thanksgiving. Nice. Swamp. There we go. Let's go for a Captain Lannery Storm here. Let's see if it makes it with a Supreme Will in their face. It does. Alright, let's get in here for some mana. Or for some damage, not mana. Make a treasure token. Now that does leave us open to a refurbish play on turn 4. But we do have an Abrade to help shut that down in the following turn. Carry Zev is also here to help us. Take control of a creature and use it against them. Let's see what you got. You have no creatures in your graveyard, so Godpharaoh's Gift actually doesn't really affect this net yet. So, Hash's Taker coming in here. Gotcha. Taking Captain Lannery Storm. Well, they don't have any options for a Godpharaoh's Gift yet, so it didn't really make much sense to do that. We could go for a Carry Zev. Then a Dread Wanderer. or just go for an Abrade to the Hostage Taker, or go for a Kinra and Dread Wanderer. So when does Munitions happen? Then it just happens kind of randomly throughout. It's one of those cards that's like, it's there sometimes. Let's see. Let's bring in a Earthshaker Kinra here. Yes. Munitions isn't actually in the deck. Or at least we haven't seen it yet. Crispy, we did play it last game. Let's get in for attacks here. I do think we want to kill Hostage Taker, though. Opponent down to 6. Yeah, we're going to let that happen. I want to save a Braid for a Godfrey's Gift, but man, it would feel good to just kill the Hostage Taker right now. They have 7 cards in hand. I feel like they won't take Lannery Storm, or cast Lannery Storm this turn. But we'll see what happens. Next turn we can do a Carry Zev into a Servo Schematic or a Dread Wanderer. They really don't have much options right now, or many options. If they play a creature, they can it can be abraded this turn, and then the following turn we can carry Zev, the Hostage Taker, which is not bad, which means we do win. Let's see what happens here. Is this a Champion of Wits? Could be. Don't kill the Hostage Taker until they're in phase. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Yeah, they are going to cast Lannery Storm. So that does mean that we do have the ability to abrade their Hostage Taker. Yeah, we've got it now. No attacks? Are they attacking? No attacks? What's happening? No, that's it. Our opponent saw through that. Let's go ahead and go to sideboard here. Go into game 3 here. Nice. Let's see. Lightning Strike might be coming in. I want to say Wrangle can come out here, but I do like it. Maybe take out Servo Schematic and bring in a Strike. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Yep. Like Strikes over Wrangle. Well, Wrangle is a great way because we can get their creature and use it against them. That's why I like it a little bit better. Because it could be a possible 4 damage instead of a 3. But you guys are right. We can take those out and put in Strikes. We'll hit submit. Alright, into game 3. What's up, Ray? Cats are playing behind me. Opening hand has 1 mana, a Dispossess, and a Braid, Lannery Storm, Carry Zev. We're on the draw. Can you wrangle your Hostage Taker then cast your own card? I believe so, because we do control it for the turn. I love how whenever Terran just plays a junky red deck, there's always at least one Hazoret, just in case. Yeah. Janky, you meant. Yeah, there you go. God, I want to keep this, but this is probably a mulligan for us. A tap land with a decent curve, but mulligan. So much worse, mulligan. Fine, we'll keep this. Thank you. Sure, on top. Goodness. Glacier Fortress. Let's go for a mountain here and pass. Mull to Oblivion. Yeah. Well, when you get a hand with no lands, you know, it's really... It's the time of, like, oh, we should just start over. So I really want to make a Merfolk deck, but those Mimics are expensive. Possible without them? Absolutely, Ray. Vanquisher's Banner is a good card. You could actually ramp into that with a, like, Gift of Paradise. But... I would say when Rivals' preview season is starting next week, so we could be getting a new Merfolk Lord. If that's the case, then just wait for that. Dragon Skull Summon here into a Carry Zev, and we pass turn. Next turn we can play out a Makeshift Munitions, some land. We could play out Scrappy Scrounger as well. We'll see what happens though. Island here might have a kill spell for the Carry Zev. 6 cards in hand. Minister of Inquiries here. Dispossess. Nice. Okay, so we have one shot here, and we're going to take it. Godfarrow's Gift. We got it. One in their hand with a Refurbish. Nice. And 2 in the deck. What else is in the deck here? Just a basic Godfarrow's Gift strategy. Scarab God as well. With Refurbish. Angel of Invention is going to be the true target here. Getting rid of that. Okay. Oh no, we forgot to get the one out of the graveyard. No! Oh no! Oh no. Let's, yep. Oh, crap. Take a shot. Oh, man. They have Refurbish in their hand, too. Ugh. Kicking myself now for that. Bust out that tequila. I saw it over there as soon as I hit OK, and I was like, no! I didn't notice there was one in the graveyard. I thought they only had 3 copies. Yeah, friends, we just put the punt counter up there. Top deck of Raid. Things will be fine. That's true, Justin. Well, we might be okay. You never know. They get rid of a Hostage Taker and Refurbish. They have 4 mana here. They could go for a Refurbish right now and then go into a Hostage Taker. I feel so bad about that. Man. What's up, Unmask? Just got back from seeing the new Star Wars. Nice! Ugh! It's going to cost us the match. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's go for munitions. Let's go for a Canyon Sluice cycle here, actually. Okay, pass turn. I feel this deck is missing something from the main board. What do I know? You mean munitions? They're right there on the board? Ugh. Waiting for 10 seconds, heard 10 in the air, full the other room. What happened? Andrew, I dispossessed Godfarrow's Gift from his hand and his deck, but there was a Godfarrow's Gift in the graveyard, and I missed it. I didn't notice it, and hit OK. And by that point, it was too late. Godfarrow's Gift is on the board at turn 4. So they're going to win this match now if I don't draw into an Abrade like immediately. So getting 2 Hostage Takers now. God, I feel so dumb. Yep. Getting in for 8. Wow. So are you still deciding on the decks this week or already have them for the whole week? Basically have them for the whole week now, Unmask. But if you have something to submit, you could definitely do that. Let's go for a Scrap Heap Scrounger and another Scrap Heap Scrounger. Pass. That punt got blocked in return for the touchdown. Oh, man. Like, our opponent was going to, like, lose, basically. And then I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to forget the one out of the graveyard. Oh, man. I'll see you, GJ. Got a box of Iconic Masters and a PlayStation VR for Xmas. I got some pretty good pulls for the Iconic. Nice. Oh, man. Getting in here for 8 again. Dropping me down to 4. I deserve this for the punt. Oh, man. Yeah. Here's a carries of expertise. We can do this and have some fun, but it doesn't matter. Get in here for lots of damage. Place Tiny Violin Crispy. Thanks, I appreciate that. I'm kind of salty about that right now because we had the answer. We probably would have won this match, but that happened. So, man. Now they do have Hostile Desert here they can make. Sack whatever gets blocked and scoop. That's true, Justin. That's what we're going to do. That's what's going to happen. So. Oh, man. Just feel real bad about that. Because I feel like we had a real shot this game with that. All right, main phase. Let's go for munitions here. Get him down to 5. Yeah, but that's game. How's it going? Got distracted by free kick at work. Ah, nothing to win. I just made a big move there that it cost me the match. Oh, man. Let's go 1-1 here. Ah, so salty about that. All right, let's get into one last match for the day. A little bit slower today because the deck is a little bit slower. Your salty is way different from my salty. The tilt. It's all good. Yeah, I know, it's David. It's all good. I'm fine. I'm fine. I think we're into the new match now. All right, we're calmed down now. Opening hand is terrible. Let's mulligan. Kind of better. This will be a keep. Sure. Play out of swamp. Pass. Waiting for opponent to get into chat to hear his thoughts. He, yeah, my opponent said you totally had the match in the comments, and I was like, yeah, I'm a dummy. So, Sentinel Totem, interesting. Munitions here. That is going to hurt our strategy quite a bit. Let's go for a Scrap Heap Scrounger first. Pass turn. If we get into another red mana, we can go for a Carries of Expertise, cast Munitions, and grab whatever they have. Way too hard on yourself, T. Mistakes are weirdly the fun part. That's true, friends. That's true. I do feel that, like, during a stream especially, like, making a mistake is always, like, easier. But as soon as it goes to the comment section on YouTube, it's always like, ah, you're a moron. I'm like, I forgot. Sorry. Let's go for a munitions play here and then get in for 3. But that's all right. Live and learn. Oh, man. I just feel like I feel so, like, bad about that, though. Because that was such an obvious, like, it was right there. Is there a deck tech? There is no deck tech, George. These are all fan-submitted decks because this is fan week for Christmas, the week of Christmas. This is basically the week where I catch up on videos for the next week. So whenever the preview season happens for next week, I'll be having deck text go out, as well as preview videos going out, all that kind of stuff. Josh, you're a moron! It's true, I am. I'm a big one. They got 3 cards, 8 mana, or yeah, 8 cards in hand. Ornithopter coming in here. Gotcha. Servo Schematic, not bad. Making a 1/1 here. Let's get in for 3 points of damage. It's going to do another point of damage here. Sack this servo schematic, make another servo. There we go. Got some things going on now. Thought you should say when you accidentally miss a trigger in Paper Magic and have to concede and give all your money tomorrow as compensation. Oh, it happens. It happens. Foundry Inspector here. Not bad. Looks like our opponent's going for this weird artifact strategy. Let's go for a Carry Zev Expertise. Cast the Carry Zev here. Get in for some damage. Gonna block a servo here. Taking 7 points of damage. Going down to 6. Alright, keep in mind we can do another Carry Zev next turn with the Foundry Inspector. What jankiness are they playing though? I'm not sure yet. We'll figure that out. But is the point going to Paradoxical Outcome / Aetherflux Reservoir Storm? I hope so. Maybe. They are! They're going to go for an Aetherflux Reservoir. Wow, okay. 5 cards in our opponent's hand. Let's see what's going to happen. Keep in mind we can do Makeshift Munitions for 3 points of damage. Glint Nest Crane, they're going to gain a life from that. So they're trying to ramp up here. The opponent does know that Affinity isn't in standard, right? That isn't stopping him. They're going to grab an Ornithopter here for a free play. Gaining lots of life this turn. Would like to get into a mana, honestly, so we can Foundry Inspector, attack, then Makeshift Munitions, the Foundry Inspector. That sounds decent. Did not get into a Foundry Inspector. Did get into a Bomat Courier. Let's go for another Carry Zev here and cast the Courier. And get in for some damage. We definitely have the advantage as far as aggro goes. Ray, I had 7 life, 2 Rampaging Frost on the battlefield, hit my opponent for 7 with a Gashoth, cast a Verdant Suns and 4 other creatures, and sat there wondering why I died and didn't gain life. So, don't feel bad. Aw, Ray. That sucks. They're going to go off next turn, I can feel it. They might. They're actually blocking here. They can't block there because of the Menace. Yeah, they're going to block the Bomat Courier. That's fair. Yeah, they can't block the Carry Zev with the Ornithopter. So they can block a servo or, yeah. Taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Going down to 4. Alright, next turn. They have 4 life. Moment of silence for Ray. Yeah, Rampaging Froston is one of those cards that... It's kind of like Eidolon of the Great Revel, back when Theros block was in Standard. Just sometimes you just die from your own effect, and you don't know why. Getting into a mana here would be great for the Hazoret play, but I think they might be going off this turn. We'll see what happens. I'm going to hit 6 for our opponent. Oh, they go for Brawl's Expertise, bouncing 2 of their own, and Scrap Heap Scrounger. Interesting. They are able to cast something for free, which is another Foundry Inspector. Sentinel Totem. 3 cards in hand. feel like this is just a bad version of Aetherflux Reservoir. I haven't seen the paradoxical outcomes just yet. Dragon Skull Summit. Let's get into a Hazoret here, and we can actually attack out with a Hazoret. Yeah, just attacking straight out with Hazoret. Not going to be attacking with Carry Zev because they can double block. They're going to let the 5 damage hit them. Wow. 4 cards in their hand. One the match cost Tarnish hurt a lot in turn 5 and 6. Wait. Always hated Ixalan with Great Revel. Yeah. Inspiring Statuary. There we go. Goodness. The 2 Foundry Inspectors here is what's going to make the match here a little more difficult. We do have By Force in the actual sideboard, so that'll be a great card to use in this particular matchup. See what they're going to grab here. But no cards into their hand. Oh, nice. 2 cards in their hand right now, though. 4 mana available to them. And, of course, Foundry Inspector makes everything 2 mana cheaper. Or 2 card less cheaper. They might be stalling a little bit. Oh. Metalwork Colossus, maybe? Paradoxical Outcomes. Gotcha. Bouncing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they might be going off this turn, actually. Why did Scarab God go down to 25? Battle, it's because it spiked for a long time, and it's just been seeing less and less play. That doesn't mean it hasn't seen a lot of play. It's just one of those cards that went up a whole lot and is slowly going down thanks to people opening packs and stuff for it. It's slowly on the rise again. I would say it's gotten as low as it's going to get until Rivals comes out. Then it'll probably spike once again. Opponent's back up to 20 life, by the way. 10 cards in their hand. Another Aetherflux Reservoir. Yeah, we're just going to hit 6 here for our opponent. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Well, this is fun. Going up to 56 here. Should be game, right? Let's concede. Let's go to sideboard. By Force, a Braid's coming in. Doomfall. Let's take out Hazoret's Favor. Doomfall, Duress. I want to say Strike's coming in. Let's get out Wrangle. Let's sort this real quick. Let's get out a Carry Zev Expertise. I want to say the pushes can come out too. Turned away. What happened? You were negative 30 all of a sudden. Oh, they're playing an Aetherflux Reservoir. So it's a kind of a combo deck where they get up to 50 life and then they tap their Aetherflux Reservoir and do 50 points of damage to my life. Let's see. Or 40. Was it? That's 50. You're right. I want to say we want to take out probably the Carry Zev Expertise here and just submit. Been sitting on a playset of Hazoret for a few weeks now. Not sure what I want to do with him. He's probably going to go up, honestly, if they have answers. If we have answers for energy in the next set. Play first, yes. Opening hand has a Duress, Dread Wanderer, Carry Zev, and Makeshift Munitions. This is a keep for us. We are on the play. But we don't have a turn 1 Duress play. We're just going to go for a Canyon Slough, because it is a Swamp Mountain, and pass turn. Pass turn for our opponent. Should make a 5-color Gearhulk travel deck. That'd be fun, Bruce. Maybe. Renegade map coming in tapped. Let's get Dragon Skull Summit. Go turn 1 Duress. And then Dread Wanderer. Prophetic Prison, Sentinel Totem, Inspiring Statuary. Let's go Prophetic Prism here to slow them down in their card draw. And pass turn. Whenever someone gets Reservoir at my local game store, it was referred to as Death Starred. That's pretty true, Richard. Do they sideboard heavy counter spares? I can't remember. Toolbag, not really. It's hard to do that. They do board into that kind of stuff, but it's very difficult to do that with this kind of strategy. Let's go for a carry Zev here. Could have gone for munitions, but we're going to make sure we can attack out a lot more quickly in the coming turns. Getting in for 2 points of damage. They will be boarding in, I'm assuming, the Metallic Rebuke. Foundry Inspector here. So Doomfall can go to that, or a Strike. I think we're going to use the Strike here. And save Doomfall for later. Get in for 5 points of damage. Yeah, the Aetherflux Reservoir deck is super cheap. Statuary. Doing a lot better in this particular matchup now. Ornithopter is in their hand at the moment, as well as another Statuary, I believe. Let's go for a Duress here. Yeah, Ornithopter and Statuary. Let's get in for 5. I feel like we're going to win this one pretty quickly. He has it for the improvise more often, but yeah, totem cards can be used as an actual purpose, yeah. Glennis Crane. Keep in mind they have a Thopter in their hand. Aetherflux Reservoir went into their hand, so we will likely Doomfall that out of their hand. We can actually, let's see, if we attack out right now, we can do 5 points of damage. They'll have to block the this one or the 2, so they'll actually take 3 points of damage. Then we do 2 points to that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we have it actually this turn. Let's get in for an attack here. Bye, Kieran, you leaving? Got a party to be at. Time for definitely not underage drink. Aw. Yeah, opponent's gonna block Dread Wanderer, so they're taking 3. Gonna munitions their face. For 1. They go down to 4. Exile. Strike. Oops. Yeah, we win this one. There we go. Could have sacked the monkey as well, but didn't really have to worry about that. Now to game 3. Very fast. Ragavan is the munition. Yeah, Evan could have done that for sure. But, I mean, either way, we won that match because they didn't have anything in their hand. They had the Aetherflux Reservoir and the Ornithopter in their hand. We knew what they had in their hand, so not doing it the exact way didn't really matter that much to us. Lightning Strike, Wanderer, Scrap Heap, and Carries it. We're going to keep this. Yeah, I had it anyway for sure, Evan. Opponent is on the play. We're on the draw. That flavor, though. Island here. A Thopter coming out? Nope. Sentinel Totem. Gotcha. Okay. Get out a Dread Wanderer on turn 1. Munitions again. Let's go for a Dread Wanderer play. A Flaming Regenerating Monkey. Definitely not the one from Indiana Jones. Pass turn. Burp there. Hit 6 for our opponent. 2 mana. Go for a Gluttonous Crane, perhaps. There it is. Now we do have strikes in our hand to help deal with them. We're going to put an Ornithopter into their hand. Maybe play that out. Yep, there they go. Another Ornithopter. Being very conservative now. Let's go for a Round Up Ruins. We could go for a Scrap Heap Scrounger here. I think that would be okay. Or a Carry Zev. Let's go Carry Zev here. And pass turn. Rakavon is legendary, unfortunately. Just alright. Opponent has lots of stuff to do things with. Reverse Engineer, drawing 3 cards. So they're probably going to go off as soon as possible. So we really need to get into an Abrade as quickly as possible. Or a By Force. By Force is actually quite good too. 5 cards in hand. Another Ornithopter coming in. Paradoxical Outcomes might be used next turn. Alright, they're going to pass. Got into a mana. Thank you. Could go for a Dread Wanderer play here. Then go for a Lightning Strike here. And get in for some damage. Right. I feel like it would have worked to put a Compass to remove Carry Zev from combat to keep her safe, as she makes an army of monkeys. Well, they're legendary, so they can't be copied multiple times. Kind of make an ape/monkey tribal deck now. I think you can in modern pretty effectively. Not so much in standard, though. Another Gluttonous Crane here for us to blow up with Lightning Strike. 3 cards in hand. What are they getting right here? They grabbed a Sentinel Totem. Gotcha. Playing that out, I would assume. Nope, Prophetic Prism. Okay. Gotcha. Need Treetop Village. Hazoret to the Fervent here. Let's go for a Makeshift Munitions, I believe. Or do we just Lightning Strike again? And continue attack. Yeah, I think the actual move here is to strike and continue to attack. That is 6 damage that was going to 2 different creatures instead of their life total, so that is something to keep in mind. But with the Thopters, they can't kill any of our creatures, and if they block them, then their Thopters actually die, except for the Carry Zev here, which is a 1/3. They'd have to double block the 1/3. 2, 4, 6. So they are preventing 1 point of damage, but they do go down to 9. Opponent does have 5 cards in hand. Okay. So they still need to get an Aetherflux Reservoir and a Paradoxical Outcomes to start bouncing the Thopters to get free plays. So, Inspiring Statuary. The namesake of the deck actually might get played. What? Nope. We used it last game. What is happening? We used it last game, guys. It's a fun card. It's just that it's not as efficient as using a strike on a Gluttonous Crane. Opponent has 3 cards in hand. Dragon Skull Summon here. Let's go for Munitions here. Then go for a Scrap Heap Scrounger. And we attack out. Next turn we can use Munitions to do extra damage. They'll want to block every single creature they can because of Munitions. Maybe not, though. Alright. They're going to take 6 again, go down to 3. We have Munitions, so not really sure what they can do this next turn. 5 cards, or 5 mana. They do have Inspiring Statuary, so it's not out of the realm of possibility here. Prophetic Prism coming in. Stuff a monkey in a cannon. We'll definitely do that this turn for you guys. Unless they scoop on us, which they might. Terran, I have an interesting homebrew deck for Modern that I'll send you today. I think it might be worth looking at. Awesome. Let me know. Come on, opponent. This makes me want to play Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Baral's expertise, bouncing 2 Thopters and the Sentinel Totem. Interesting, they didn't bounce the other Thopter. Okay, casting out Aetherflux Reservoir. So Baral's expertise is a great way to get out the Aetherflux Reservoir. Getting out Sentinel Totem. Interestingly, they didn't do all 3 Thopters. I feel like that should have been the play there. Maybe they want that Scry ability. Backstory had to dart. Magic Eugene is in New York City visiting family. It has terrible sore throat. Aw. All those human sounds he makes damages his throat. Alright, they can play 2 Thopters here. So they can survive for the turn. Can hit 6 for our opponent. So the key might actually be to just get out Hazoret next turn. What are your thoughts on the current standard meta? Bruce, it's kind of boring, honestly. A Braid here for the Aetherflux Reservoir. Yeah, we have to do that. They are at 18, though. Double blocking here. Blocking the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Taking 6 once again. Okay. I had the in combat check on for the carries of thing. Maybe I auto yielded it. Opponent is down to 12 here. 2 cards in hand. Now this does mean they're kind of back to square one again. So they can do another Baral's expertise here. Yep. With the 2 prisms and the totem, trying to get into another reservoir. Another Sentinel Totem here. Let's see. Is there a way? This is something that's. Let's see. If I auto yield to something, can I turn off auto yielding to it in mid match? I don't think I can I? Oh, it's right there. Turn off auto yields. Yeah, I'm dumb. Yeah, it's just energy round of bread. Personally, actually, it's a thing. I think number 1 is Team Energy, number 2 is Random Bread, and number 3 is Godfrey's Gift. And then after that, it's kind of a random assortment of energy decks. You can turn it off, Taryn. Thank you, appreciate that. I wanted to throw the monkey last turn. Didn't get to. Let's see here. Duress. Let's try for a Duress here. They drew 2 cards in a scry, so. Inspiring Statuary. Prophetic Prism. Let's get rid of the prism here. Get in for some damage. Dinos for life. Blocking the 3/2. Blocking a 2/1. Yep. They're losing both Thopters now. There we go. Extra point of damage. Down to 6. They have 1 turn. I think that's it from our opponent. That Abrade top deck made the match for us. Having Hazoret in our hand is also good too, but that's it. Nice. Very good, very good. Well, we did, 2-1. It's not too bad. I feel like we could have done 3-0 thanks to that Godfrey's Gift matchup, but we punted so hard that we went back in time. Oh, man. This was fun. Good games. Have a good day, buddy. Appreciate it, Matt. Yeah, it would have been 3-0. I agree, Justin. We punted so hard that, you know, Marty McFly went back and was like, oh, my God. What's happening? No, I'm kidding. Oh, man. Like the video, of course, if you like the stream. Tomorrow we'll be back with another fan deck for the stream. And, you know, keep in mind that next week is the Rivals of Ixalan preview season. If you're not a part of the Facebook group, the link is in the description. Make sure to join that. Be part of the conversation. We talk about decks and all that kind of stuff there, as well as some news and all that. And yeah, follow me on Twitter if you want to, at SuperHunterTama, and as well as MTGO Traders there as well, too. Sir, punts a lot. William, that's true. Very true. Magic, thanks for the stream today. No problem. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Sending back to that deck tech now. Thanks. Awesome. Appreciate that, Magic. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.